Currently, 199,000 men and women are on the National Transplant Waiting List, according to organdonor.gov. That's a lot of people waiting to receive life-saving organs. Only a little over half of the population of the United States are registered organ donors. Organ donation, as defined by Salem Press Encyclopedia of Health, is a medical process in which tissue or an organ from a living or dead individual is transplanted into another individual. Advancements in modern medicine have made it possible to transplant a variety of organs and tissues, including the heart, lungs, liver, kidneys, intestines, pancreas, eyes, skin, bone, and tendons. Some organs, or parts of organs, can be transplanted from living hosts, while many other transplanted organs are obtained from recently deceased bodies. The more people that register, the more lives they save. I plan on registering to become an organ donor when I turn 18. Many people feel uncomfortable when asked about organ donation. No one wants to think about what's going to happen to them when they die. But leaving your organs behind so that they may help others to live is a very important thing to consider when deciding whether or not to register. I am going to explain to you why organ donation is important and why you should consider registering to become a donor. First, I will tell you why organ donation is such a good thing and how it helps others. Secondly, I will ease your minds and answer some questions many people have about organ donation. Lastly, I will explain the process of becoming a donor. To begin, I will show the great things that organ donations provide those who receive them. One of the greatest things you can leave behind after you die is helping someone else to live. You have 8 organs that you can give after you pass. If they are healthy, these organs can save 8 people. And when you donate tissue and eyes, you can improve the lives of 50 people. Can you imagine being in a hospital bed for months and finally receiving the life-saving organs you've been waiting for? You can be the one who provides the joy to someone when you sign up to become an organ donor. By becoming an organ donor, one person can save the lives of up to 8 people and improve the lives of dozens, mothers and daughters, fathers and sons, brothers and sisters, who are desperately in need of a transplant. During National Donate Life Month, we lift up the thousands of selfless individuals across America who are living or registered organ donors. Barack Obama, 2016. One statement from a family on DonorsOne.org states, "Today we are able to move forward and smile knowing that Austin is still here helping others," said Deborah Flores, Austin's mother. His 2 recipients can now see the world because of him. I always say, what can you do for someone else, and how can you pay your blessings forward? Austin lived by his mother's example and paid his blessings forward by saying yes to organ donation. Because of Austin and the Flores' family's generosity, 2 women were given his corneas and are now able to see. As How the Dead Can Help the Living by Ernest Morgan puts it, consider what it might mean to you. You need an organ transplant to save your life. You get it at once. Your wife needs a corneal transplant to restore her sight. She gets one immediately. Your child needs bone marrow transplants. He or she receives them. Shortages of organs and tissues could be virtually ended. The periodical The Dearth of Donors, written by Sally Sadel, states that since 1987, the year the federal government started keeping tabs on the numbers of patients in need of a kidney, liver, heart, or lung, there have never been enough organs. Of the reasons people give their willingness to donate a deceased relative's organs, the most important is the desire to help another person. Donating families and the general public agree that they support donation to save a life. Families also assert that they permitted donation so that something positive could come out of their relative's death, according to Organ Transplantation by Frank P. Stewart. Being an organ donor is one of the most generous things you can do, and it helps the lives of so many people. People need to consider becoming donors and helping others when the time comes when they don't need your organs anymore. When people who aren't donors are approached about organ donation, many don't feel comfortable speaking about it. They aren't well informed and have heard myths that discourage them. A myth that many have heard is that if they are organ donators, hospitals won't try as hard to save their lives. This could not be more false. It is the hospital's #1 priority to save your life. Organ donation is considered only after all life-saving methods haven't worked and the patient is considered dead. Explained by the dead donor rule as ethically central to organ donation by L. Sid M. Johnson. A central ethical precept for organ donation is the dead donor rule, which requires that persons must be dead before organs and tissues are removed from their bodies. This ensures that living but incapacitated persons are not killed by the removal of their vital organs. In Canada and the United States, there are 2 possible ways to legally determine death in organ donors: brain death and cardiac death. Another thing that some people think is that you can't have an open casket funeral if they donate their organs, when in actuality, an open casket funeral is usually possible for organ, eye, and tissue donors. Through the entire donation process, the body is treated with care, respect, and dignity. Something a lot of people don't know is if their religion supports organ donation. Most major religions in the United States support organ donation and consider donation as the final act of love and generosity towards others. To see if your religion is in favor of donating your organs, visit donorrecovery.org to check. Medical conditions do not hinder your ability to donate. All that matters is that the organs you give are healthy. No one is too old to donate. The oldest person to donate organs was 92 years old. There is no fee to donate, and harvesting organs only occurs if the patient is clinically dead or brain dead with permission of family. Becoming an organ donor is very easy and doesn't take very long. To sign up, you can go to your local state motor vehicle office, or you can sign up online on your state registry. To become an organ donor, you need to be 18 years or older, and in some states, you can sign up younger with your guardian's permission. When you register, most states let you choose which organs you would like to donate. You can always change your status as an organ donor if you would like to change your mind. Remember that anyone can become an organ donor. The suitability of the donor's organs is determined when they die. There are no age restrictions. Having a medical condition does not exclude you, and even people who are not U.S. citizens can donate. Tell your family if you decide to become a donor so that they can respect your wishes and have them carried out when the time comes. If you consider becoming an organ donor, it would potentially help many people. We've been through the good things that come from organ donation, answered and debunked some questions and myths some people have and believe, and explained the process of becoming an organ donor. Just remember that many people need life-saving organs, and you can help that person by registering to donate yours.